Today on the Daily Dose, the pagan origins of Halloween. Halloween is more popular than it's ever been, a time of year when people act and dress in ways they'd never imagine in any other day of the year. Well, most of us anyway. But instead of Darth Vader masks and Spidey suits, the pagan tradition of Halloween goes back 3,000 years to the Celtic tribes of Ireland, when people peered into the world of dark spirits on this most magical of nights. Centuries before Christ, tribes of Celtic people flourished throughout Ireland, the British Isles, and France. Their sustenance came largely from agricultural husbandry, which made the coming of winter the scariest time of their collective lives. Once their crops were harvested, there was a communal sense that this was all they had to carry them through the barren days of winter, giving the Celts a commonly felt swallow of trepidation. In the pagan tradition, as winter approached, the Celts asked their priests, known as druids, to pray for them, and the most important prayers fell on the last day of the harvest, known as Samhain, which kicked off a 3-day observance of All Hallowtide to remember the saints, or hallows as they were known, and all the faithful who had departed this earth. Beginning on All Hallows Eve, it was on this night, now called Halloween, that the Celts believed that the world between the living and the dead was unusually thin or close together. So thin that the souls of the dead and the souls of the living could roam freely between each other in a spiritual epiphany of everlasting life. On Samhain night only, the Celts believed that those who had died in the past year walked the earth once more, but not every visiting ghost was deemed friendly. So the Celts devised ways to appease these less civilized spirits, amassing at the edges of their villages with rituals and offerings, attempting to lure evil spirits away from their homes. They would leave food and sweets outside as gifts for the dead, a tradition that would eventually become trick-or-treating. A world away in ancient Rome, a similar tradition formed, known as Pomona, in celebration of the goddess of gardens and fruits. Known in Latin America as the Day of the Dead, or Dia de Muertos, the Celts' early Samhain tradition has morphed into Halloween, when modern-day celebrants dress up and perform mischief and pranks, largely unaware of the night's pagan roots and significance in pre-Christian human history. Like a snow day from school, Halloween allows young and grown alike to shed their inhibitions and let their imaginations run wild, leaving fear and reality at the door for a night of unabashed childlike mischief and play. And there you have it. Samhain morphs into Halloween. Today on the Daily Dose.
Loose change for getting down. It's Friday.